So guys, I'm digging through my basement and what do I find? My old Game Boy. The original Game Boy from 1989. I got this Game Boy on my birthday in 1989 when it first came out. It's probably one of the best birthday gifts I ever got. Um, and of course, the first thing I did, I got all excited. I went to turn on that switch in the top, and it didn't turn on. Pop open the back, and what do I see? I see four batteries that are just corroded. They leaked, they exploded. They were basically falling apart, and there was battery acid and corrosion all in that back cover. So at that point, I said, let me see if I can fix it, because I was going to throw it out. And then I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose. And what I did is I went on YouTube and I searched. I basically wrote, Game Boy battery explosion, battery corrosion. And I just wrote, how to fix a Game Boy. And a bunch of videos came up. And I watched through the videos and I decided to take it apart. I mean, two things were going to happen. I was going to take it apart and it wasn't going to work after I put it back together, and it was not working anyway, so I was going to get rid of it, or I had a shot at fixing it. From what I was reading on the internet and what I was watching, it seemed like if I was able to clean up this battery corrosion, that there was a good chance at this Game Boy working. Another thing that could have been wrong was possibly some of the components or capacitors inside, but I wasn't getting there yet. I wanted to just try to clean this battery acid. So what I did is I took it apart and I pulled out those metal, they're battery components, I guess you would call them, and you pull them out and you clean them. What I did is I pulled them out, I put them in white vinegar, and you'll see when I put them in the white vinegar, they start to bubble. That's all the battery acid and all the corrosion and everything coming off of that metal. I got some Q-tips, I scrubbed them down a little bit. I didn't want to do like a full tear down of it. I think my goal was just to get it to work and see if it could work. The other thing I could have done was, pull the whole thing apart and, really clean it, go through the buttons and all that type of stuff, but I really didn't want to do that. So I got the connectors out, I got the battery components out, I put them in some white vinegar. I let that sit for about 15 minutes, clean them up a little bit with a Q-tip to get like in between the little nooks and crannies, dried them off with a paper towel, let it sit, and then I put it back together, threw the batteries in, and lo and behold, turned that switch on and that red light came on and it was perfect. It worked. I had a bunch of Game Boy games. It was funny when I found it with a stack of games. I have a bunch of games. Game Boy was a great system, and here it is. I'm playing it. It's wonderful. So there's a good chance if you have one of these and it doesn't work, usually the problem or the majority of time is that it's that battery acid, it's that corrosion, especially if it's been sitting for years. If not, you can pop it open like I did, don't be afraid to, and just see if there's any capacitors or anything that might have, if you see any of those capacitors that are like exploded or large, I mean, you'll notice it won't look right. Then you could take it upon yourself to either try to solder, you have to get a new component, and then you have to kind of do a soldering of taking the component out and putting a new component in. But, if you can do that, you can fix it. Or I guess you can just take it to, there's some fix-it stores that they have, depending on where you live, and they might be able to fix it. Or if you really want to play with it, you probably can buy a new one. Not a new one, but you can probably buy an old Game Boy. And I guess if you really want to play Game Boy, you can buy one of these new type of Retron 5 systems where they can actually play the Game Boy on the TV. There's a couple of them. But that was it. I wanted to share it with you. I love this Game Boy. I've been playing it ever since. I've been playing my Mario, my Tetris, and I got a Dr. Mario. And I got a ton of games. I got the original Batman and the Ninja Turtle games, so it's really, really cool. WWF Wrestling. I got to do a video of all these games. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. I hope all is well. And let me know what you guys think. All right? Like and comment and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.